welcome back to our grade 9 maths lesson. I am Mrs. Rea, your grade 9 maths teacher. In our last lesson, we looked at algebraic expressions, algebraic terms, and equations. In today's lesson, we are going to look at 2-step and 3-step solving equations. Okay, let's look at the first example. Example 1, we have 2n plus 4 is equal to 30. Okay, we look at this equation. It has 2 times n plus 4 is equal to 30, which is a example of 2-step solving equations. Okay, what are we going to do first before we find the value of n? We are going to carry out the inverse operations on both sides of the equation to get rid of the constant or the number. So we subtract 4 on both sides of the equation. 2n plus 4 minus 4 is equals to 30 minus 4. Now, we have 2n plus 4 minus 4 cancels out. That is equal to 0. So we are left with 2n on the left-hand side, which is equal to 30 minus 4. That is 26. What's the second step? We have 2 times n. We are going to divide both sides of the equation by 2. So we have 2n over 2 is equals to 26 over 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 1 times n is n. So n is equals to 26 divided by 2, which is 13. Okay. Now, we said in algebra means reunion of broken parts. Let's see how we can get these terms together so that we can reunite these to get the same value on both sides of the equation. Okay, let's see if the left-hand side is going to be equal to the right-hand side. So we have on the left-hand side 2n plus 4. We are going to substitute 13 into n to get the same value which is on the right-hand side. So we have 2 times 13 plus 4, which is equal to 26 plus 4, and that is equal to 30. So when n is equals to 30, and when we substitute 2n plus 4, when we substitute n equals 13 into 2n plus 4, we get 30, which is equal to the right-hand side. So this is a balanced equation. So now we will move on to the next equation, and we'll see that the next equation is on is a 3-step solving equation. Okay, it will involve fractions. So we have example 2. Example 2, we have x plus 1 over 2 plus half is equal to 7 over 2. Okay, this is a 3-step solving equation. What do we do? First of all, this is supposed to be 3, not 2. Okay, what is the first thing that we do? We find the lowest common denominator of the fractions. We have 3, 2, and 2. The lowest common denominator is 6. So we are going to multiply the fractions by 6. Okay, we have 6 times x plus 1 over 3 plus 6 times half is equals to 6 times 7 over 2. 3 into 3 is 1. 6 into 3 is 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 6 into 2 is 3. 2 into 2 is 1. 6 into 2 is 3. Now we have 2 times x plus 1. That's a group of expressions which are added together. We'll have to use the distributive law to multiply every term in the bracket by the term outside the bracket to get rid of the bracket. So 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 1 is 2 plus 3 times 1 is 3 is equal to 3 times 7 is 21. Now, we have 2x plus 5 is equals to 21. Okay, we can see that this is same as the first example. Now that we have 2x plus 5, this is plus 5, so we are going to subtract 5 on both sides of the equation first. So we have 2x plus 5 minus 5 is equals to 21 minus 5. Okay. On the left-hand side, we now have 2x. Positive 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So that is equal to 21 minus 5, which is 16. Now, how do we solve for x? Again, we do the same thing that we have done in example 1. Since it's multiplying by 2, we are going to divide both sides of the equation by 2. So we have 2x over 2 is equals to 16 over 2. Okay, so we have 2 into 2 is 1. 1 times x is x. X is equals to 8. Okay. Our value for x is 8. Let's see if x equals 8 is the correct answer by substituting x equals 8 into the expressions on the left-hand side. So we have x plus 1 over 3 plus half is equal to 8 plus 1 over 3 plus half. Okay, that is 9 over 3 plus half, which now gives us 9 over 3 is 3, so that's going to be 3 plus half, which is equal to 3.5. Let's see if that 3.5 is the same as 7 on 2. Okay, we can see that 7 on 2 is in a form of an improper fraction. Let's change it to mixed numbers to see if it's going to be 3.5. Okay, so we have 7 on 2 is equal to 7 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And we have 1 remaining, so we put that as 1 over 2. Now, on the right-hand side, we have 3.5, which is also the same as the value that we have on the left-hand side, which is 3.5. Therefore, x equals 8 is correct. So, as we have mentioned earlier, that algebra is reunion of broken parts. So, how do we get these broken parts together? We substitute x equal to 8 to combine it to come to the same value as the value on the right-hand side. Okay, let's go to the next example, which is the last and final example on solving equations. Okay, example 3. We have 3 times 4 minus x over 2 is equals to 6x plus 1. Okay. The first thing that we do when we have brackets and fractions involved is to get rid of the bracket. Okay, we use the distributive law like what we have done in example 2. Okay, so we have 3 times 4, 12, minus 3 times x, 3x over 2 is equals to 6x plus 1. Okay, what are we going to do next? We get rid of 2. Okay, how do we get rid of 2? We multiply both sides of the equation by 2. So we have times 2 here, and we multiply this whole expression by 2. 2 into 2 cancels out, that's equal to 1. So we are left with 12 minus 3x on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we have 2 times 6x, which is 12x, plus 2 times 1, which is 2. So now we have 12 minus 3x is equals to 12x plus 2. We bring all the numbers to one side and all the letters to one side of the equation. This 2 goes to the left-hand side, and negative 3 comes to the right-hand side. So we have 12 minus 2 is equal to 12x plus 3x. So we have 10 is equal to 15x. Now, let's find the value of x. We divide both sides of the equation by 15. 10 over 15 is equal to 15x over 15. 10 over 15, when we simplify it, is equal to 2/3. So 2/3 is equal to x. So our x now is equal to 2/3. Okay, so our x is 2/3. Okay, that brings us to the end of our lesson on solving equations. We are going to look at factorizing algebraic expressions in our next lesson. Okay, see you when we come back for our next lesson. Thank you.